Welcome to Sakina TV, taking the gospel to the world through this media. We will be broadcasting Christian programs such as Bible messages, preaching, teaching, church program, worship songs, gospel music, and testimony, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Thank you for watching this program. This program broadcast to you by Sakina Global Media, Flushing, New York.
I thank God again for this wonderful time back in the presence of God. And last week I was explaining what is the revelation and what are the subject I'm going to talk with you. But I thank God today I'm going to speak with very important things to you to understand the revelation. You know, most of the time we think the Revelation is the most difficult book in the Bible. The time we think, and most of the time we can say, out of 66 books, Revelation is the most misunderstood book. People misunderstood and interpreted. Misunderstood and misinterpreted. But I'm going to make you explain today how to understand the Revelation. You know, this book of Revelation is, it said last week, Revelation, in the Revelation means it is the very name, Revelation means revealed, means it's already revealed. It's a revelation means revealed, or to unveil, or to open to understanding what we otherwise could not be comprehended. Okay, so you can go ahead. Let's start with the prayer. Father God, we bless your holy name. Spirit of God, help us to understand your word. And we believe your word is the inspiration, inspired by the Holy Spirit. Lord, those mystery of God revealed to your servant John in the Patmos Island. And Lord, the revelation is given to your Son Jesus Christ, and you say to seal it. So Jesus has sealed the mystery of God. So we come before you this evening to give us the revelation or unveil the seal or unveil the covering so that we will understand what does it mean, oh God. As we are going to, Lord, see your word, the book of Revelation, we pray your Holy Spirit to continuously to minister to us. Give us revelation, understanding, and the light in your word by inspiring the Holy Spirit through us. We allow the Spirit of God move upon us. Even those who are watching now, Lord, help them to understand your word. In Jesus' mighty name, we pray, Lord. Amen. Amen. God bless you. And I thank God again to come back to you to talk about the book of Revelation. And last week I was talking with you about what is the truly meaning of Revelation. And what are the subject I'm going to talk from the book of Revelation. And today I want to talk about how to understand the book of the Revelation. Because most of the people, when they read the book of Revelation, they could not understand. Because the book of Revelation is, everything is written like symbolic word. It's just like Jesus Christ was speaking to his word disciples with the parables. Many parables, though his word disciple could not understand.
耶稣用了许多的比喻，他的门徒不明白。
But Jesus again and explain and give them understanding.
耶稣继续的不断向他们解释，让他们明白过来。
You know everything. And Jesus unveiled the secret of God.
耶稣把神的奥秘启示出来。
Even here, the book Revelation means reveal
这个启示录这本书本名就叫做启
or
示，
unveil
就是揭开那个面纱，
or open to understanding.
打开来让我们明白。
That's what book Revelation means.
这就是启示录。
But this book of
因为
Revelation is most it is a symbolic language.
而且这个启示录又充满了象征的言语。
You know, likewise in book of Daniel also a lot of things is a symbolic language.
同样的，在但以理书里面也有用了许多
It's
象征的
God's
手法，
mystery.
是启示到神
It's
的奥
God's
秘、
secret.
神的秘密。
So everybody cannot understand unless Jesus reveals to you.
除非耶稣亲自来启示，不然不是每个人都能明白。
Today I'm going to present how to understand the book of Revelation with my simple English.
今天我想用简单的英文来解释怎么样来明白启示录这本书。
When they read the book of Revelation, most of the time people misunderstood the Bible
很多时候人们读到启示录都误解了圣
and
经所讲的，
misinterpreted the Bible
也来错误的解释圣
because
经，
everything is given sealed.
因为一切东西都封起来了。
And God revealed the things to the John and he said, seal it until the end days, the last days.
主是命令约翰说，他启示下来，但是命令约翰把这一切封起来，直到
So
末
how
后的
many of
日
you
子。
believe that we are living in the end day, the last days of the last hour?
我们都同意说，我们住在末世最后的日子。
Maybe it was not revealed in those days, maybe 1,000 years before, 500 years before, 100 years before. Maybe people could not understand what does it mean, the revelation.
也许1000年前、500年前、100年前，人们不明白这个启示。
Number one, understand we are living in the end days.
第一，我们首先要明白，我们住
And
在
I'm
末
going
世
to
的
talk to you
最后的
later
日
and
子。
how to recognize this is the end days.
后面我会解释怎么来辨
Almost all
别
we
在末世。
can say that we are living in 11th hour.
我们好像活在第11小时一样
This，
晚
book
上
has
11点
been。sealed to reveal in the end days.
这本书是封起来的，等到末后的日子才
So
启
we
示
are
出
living
来。
in the last days of the last minute.
所以我们几乎是活在最后一天的最后一分钟。
Definitely, there is not going to be any other time like this time that God can reveal His mystery and secret to you and me if we are willing and obedient to listen from the Lord.
没有前面没有任何的日子像今天这样，神是那么愿意来启示他自己的奥秘。
You know, only Jesus Christ, and also this revelation is given to, it is revealed to the John. Okay, even in the book of Daniel, it is a lot of things. It's a mystery and symbolic language.
同样在但以理书也是许多是象征
So I want
的
you
讲
to turn
述
with
神的
me
奥
the
秘
book。of Daniel,
请大家翻到但以理书
chapter 12,
12章
8 and 9.
8到9节。
And it says, go your way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Daniel chapter 12, verse 8 and 9. Disciple, Jesus' disciple,
就耶稣是把他的启示是启示给了他的门徒约翰，
in Patmos Island.
在别摩岛。
But in the Revelation it says that and it is given to Jesus Christ and Jesus sealed it.
是耶稣赐下来的，而且他封住了。
You know, it is a revelation, but yet it is sealed.
既是启示，但是也封起来。
Who can unveil the seal?
谁能揭开这个
Who
面
can
纱？
open the seal?
谁能打开这个盖
Who
子？
has sealed only can open the seal.
唯有那个封的人才能打开这个
Who
盖子。
can cover it only can uncover it.
唯有那个人亲自盖上的，他才
Who
能把
has
盖子打开。
You know, veiled it and who will unveil it?
谁就是封起来，谁又打开。
So we need to go to Jesus Christ.
所以我们需要进到耶稣基督里面。
This mystery has been God has kept for years together, thousands of years together, until the last days.
神是把这一本书启示的内容存留起来，直
So
到
we
最
are
后的
living
日
in
子。
the last days. That's the reason God reveals the revelation now.
我们是活在末世最后的日子，是因着这样
So you
神启
need to
示。
have this understanding now that God is going to reveal the revelation because we are living in the end days.
我们需要来明白，我们是活在末世，神所以非常愿意启示录的奥秘。
It's we don't need to be, it's like a symbolic language too.
虽然是用的象征的语言
Just
来
like
写，
when Jesus spoke the parables to his disciples and with the other people in his days,
就像耶稣在世的时间用比喻来向他的门徒
many
说
of
话，
people could not understand.
许多人不明白耶稣
But
所说的。
Jesus himself spoke the parable and also he himself revealed what does it mean.
耶稣他自己用了比喻的方式，他同时也解释他的比喻。
Likewise, this revelation also given to the John, but Jesus sealed it. Now whosoever he wants to reveal, he reveals to them.
同样的启示录是耶稣赐给约翰的，但是他封住了，但是他愿意赐给谁解释，他就会启示下
And
来。
number one, because we are living in the last days, so this revelation is be sealed to reveal in the last days.
这个启示录是封起来，留存到末世最后的日子开启的。
So we are living in the last days. This is the time that God wanted to reveal to you.
我们都活在最后的日子，所以神是愿意打开这一段。
Though it is a symbolic language,
虽然是象征的言语，
and God reveals that now on.
现在神要开启他
I'm
的
going
启示
to。make very simple to you to how to understand the book of Revelation.
我想很简单的来给大家介绍怎么来明白这本书。
When the little baby
当一个小婴孩
never understand what we are speaking,
可能不明白我们在说什
it
么。
is a mystery to him that what we are speaking.
我们现在所说的，对一个小婴孩来说是
Likewise,
个奥
when the
秘。
little baby is speaking, it is a mystery to us to understand.
同样，那个婴孩自己所说的话，
But
对我们也是奥秘。
But it is not going to be this always like the mystery what we both the little one, the baby and the grown people are speaking. It's not going to be the long mystery.
但是不是这个奥秘的时
The
间？
baby started to speak the language.
慢慢小婴孩开始说
There is no
正式的言
meaning
语
for that language.
开始他的声音没有
But
意
he
义，
keep on saying, something, he makes some noisy.
他就发出一些声
He
音，他就
makes
是
some
继续
sound.
说，他就说出一些声音。
And slowly, though he doesn't understand, yet he makes the noise and slowly he grow in that area, then he understand what to speak.
当那个婴孩开始说什么，我们不明白，但是他慢慢长大，他也开始明白大人所说的话。
But all the little babies willing to speak.
所有的小婴孩都愿意学习讲话。
As the days are approaching, the days are end. The days are approaching. The days are approaching.
I'm start.
And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end.
Okay.
我听见这话却不明白，就说：“我主啊，这些事的结局是怎样呢？”他说：“但以你啊，你只管去，因为这话已经隐藏封闭，直到末时。”
Okay, here we see Daniel here.
That's
这里
okay.
讲到但以理听到，
But Daniel said, I don't understand.
但但以理说我不明
So
白。
then God says, Daniel, go your way.
但神说，所以
For
但以理
the
你只
words
管
are
去。
closed up and sealed till the time of the end.
这些话已经隐藏封闭起来，只等到末后的日子。
So we will not understand until the time of end. God sealed it for the end time.
所以神把这些要封起来，是要等到末世的。
So I'm going to talk to you that how we recognize this is the end time.
我们现在来谈谈怎么样来辨明，现在已经到了末
There are
世。
thousands of prophecy that has been prophesied for the end time.
有千百的那个预言讲到
Almost
末
all,
世，
all the prophecy has been already fulfilled.
几乎所有的预言都已经应验，
Some of them fulfilling,
有一些在应验
some
中，
of them approaching.
有一些接近要到应验的时间。
By these things we understand we are living in the end time.
透过这些现象，我们能明白我们住在
So
末
this is
世。
the God's time to reveal the revelation that has been sealed.
我们就明白这是到了时
So
候
we
是要
have
来明
hope
白神
to
的启示，
understand the revelation.
所以我们有盼望能够明
Even
白
we
启示
turn
录。
our book into the Revelation book of chapter 5,
请我们翻到启示录第
verse
5
1,
章，
again God is speaking to the John,
第1节，神对约翰在讲话。
but it says, but as John, who wrote this book under the God's inspiration, tells us, concluding the chapter, an angel specially commanded him. What the angel commanded to the John is, do not seal the words of prophecy of this book. Can you read, please?
And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals.
Okay. So verse 5:1 we see it is sealed with the 7 seals.
就是被封印了。
God has given to the word to the John, but God, not 1 seal, 2 seal or 5 seal, it is 7 seal. God sealed it.
神把话语赐给约翰，但是却用7个印把它封严。
And the seal, this revelation which is Christ has been sealed and given to Jesus Christ.
然后这个封起来的这个启示是耶稣赐下来的。
It's a scroll, scroll, scroll like
是
this
那样
with the 7
卷
seals.
起来了，用7个
And it's
印
given to
封印
Jesus Christ.
是耶稣
Or
赐给
Jesus
耶
sealed
稣，
with the 7 seal.
耶稣却用7印把它封严。
But it will be revealed in the end days. 22:10 it says, Revelation 22:10, do not seal the word of prophecy, a book of prophecy.
但是在启示录22章10节却说，不可封了这书上的预言，因为日期近了。
It's everything speaks about the 7, the figurative or the symbolic language. Figurative or the symbolic language.
一切都是用象征的话来比喻。
God telling something, but is not directly telling, is telling indirectly.
神是用间接的方式来讲述一些事情。
So Jesus sealed it, so Jesus will unveil it.
耶稣既把这些封起来，但是神也会把盖子揭开。
The first chapter, in the Revelation first chapter, it says that it mentions 7 churches. It's like 7 seal.
启示录的第1章讲到有7
7
个教会
churches,
，7个教会就像
7 golden lampstands,
7个灯台，
7 spirit,
7灵，
7 stars, 7 stars,
7星，
7 angels.
7个天使。
Like this, there are 7 keep on coming.
所以不断的有说7个7个7个，
And also 7 trumpets,
7个号角，
7 thunders,
7个打雷，
7 bowls,
7碗，
the
7碗，
bowls. And like that there are 7 lamps of the fire, 7 lamps, 7 lamps, 7 eyes,
7眼，
and a lot of and the 7 head, the
7
beast
头。
having the 7 head,
那个兽有7角，
10 horns,
10角7个
7
头，
mountains,
7座山，
7 kings,
7个王，
associated with the beast, when you're talking about the beast.
跟那个兽相关的也有这些。
So this all as symbolic and figure. Misunderstand book. People misunderstood and interpreted. Misunderstood and misinterpreted. But I'm going to make you plain today how to understand the revelation. This book of Revelation is, it said last week, Revelation, in the Revelation means it is the very name, Revelation means revealed. And last week I was explaining what is the revelation and what are the subject I'm going to talk with you. But I thank God today I'm going to speak with very important things to you to understand the revelation. Most of the time we think the Revelation is the most difficult book in the Bible. The time we think, and most of the time we can say, out of 66 books, Revelation is the most those mystery of God
从神来的奥秘，
revealed to your servant John
启示给你的仆人
in
约
the
翰了，
Patmos Island.
在那个别摩岛。
And Lord, the revelation is given to your Son Jesus Christ, and you say to seal it.
而且是由你儿子耶稣带下来的启示，你说要把它封印。
So Jesus has sealed the mystery of God.
耶稣说先把神的奥秘封
So
起来。
we come before you this evening
今天晚上我们来到你的
to
同在
give
前，
us the revelation or unveil means it's already revealed. It's a revelation means revealed. Or to unveil or to open to understanding what we otherwise could not be comprehended. Okay, so you can go ahead. Let's start with the prayer. Father God, we bless your holy name.
亲爱的父神，我们祝福你的圣灵，
Spirit of God, help us to understand your word.
圣灵，请你来帮助我们
And
明
we
白你的话语。
believe your word is the inspired by the Holy Spirit.
我们相信你的话语是由圣灵启示的。
Lord,
Welcome to Sakina TV, taking the gospel to the world through this media. We will be broadcasting Christian programs such as Bible messages, preaching, teaching, church program, worship songs, gospel music, and testimony, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Thank you for watching this program. This program broadcast to you by Sakina Global Media, Flushing, New York.
I thank God again for this wonderful time back in the presence of God. And